guys, welcome back to another awesome video, and today's movie review is going to be of Uncle Buck. So Uncle Buck has the Russell family in a dilemma where there's a death in the family, or not a death in the family, but I think there's a family issue. All I know is that the two parents decide to call up the uncle named Buck Russell, as he is now babysitting 3 kids. So this movie is directed by the one and only legendary John Hughes. And it's been some time since we've talked about John Hughes, but there's something about John Hughes, and it feels like a majority of his movies so far, it's hard to really hate. It's hard to really say this is a piece of shit or something like that. Because it feels like John Hughes, even if this movie is not his best or his least favorite or the least favorite amongst all of his movies, at least he puts in the heart, he at least puts in the effort, he puts in the craftsmanship, he puts in everything, he clocks in the work when it comes to directing, and he just has a way of directing movies that it's just I hate to say this because if I had a nickel for every time I said this, but he directs movies like they used to, and not many movies are directed like this like they used to be. There's 2 things I think that is very interesting about this movie. One is that editing. I swear it's like this could be one of those movies that you could edit into a horror movie. Kind of like how there's that trailer out there of Mrs. Doubtfire done horror style, and there's all those videos about how editing is very key when it comes to movies, or editing is very key when it comes to trailers because the way it delivers and directs stuff. So I feel like this could be one of those examples because there are some elements in here that very much feel not horror-esque, but feel really insane. And the other interesting thing is that this has Macaulay Culkin in it, and for once Macaulay Culkin's not really the star of the show, or at least he's not the kid star, I should say. The kid star goes to Tia, Jean Louisa Kelly. Don't get me wrong, I think Macaulay Culkin is great. He plays himself very well, like Macaulay Culkin, just a young kid, very smart for his age. But I gotta give it to the actress who is Tia, because both her and Buck played fantastically by John Candy, which, by the way, John Candy is always wholesome, but in this movie, he's not only wholesome, but he's such an asshole. But I love that. I love he's such an asshole, and he's so kind of mean-spirited at times. And this movie is a little mean-spirited, and I think that is not, again, another thing that is really not shed upon in a lot of movies, whether for better reason or worse reason. And not all movies need to be mean-spirited, but sometimes you have those little nuggets like this movie that I feel like they hit it nicely. They hit it perfectly when it comes to mean-spirited humor. You have Tia and you have Buck, who they're the ones that are really at each other's throats throughout every second of every moment, trying to stab each other, jab after jab, stab after stab, moments of, you're ruining my life, I'm gonna ruin yours, ruining my life, I'm gonna ruin yours, and vice versa, and the switcheroo, and the back and forth, and the ping pong, ricocheting, roulette routine going on with the two of them. But I think, as much as that sometimes can be a little too mean-spirited at times, I think it does fit their characters very well, and it fits because both of these characters, in different aspects, are troubled people. And over time, this is how they realize, and they grow, and they bond, and they start to actually love each other. One last and third final thing that I think is very interesting is the location of where this takes place, because the Russells look like they live in the same neighborhood as the McAllisters. Coincidence? I think not. But I don't have a lot of complaints with this movie. I was expecting this movie to be kind of one that not a lot of people like. I don't know. This is the first time I'm watching Uncle Buck. I have no idea how people feel about it. But honestly, I think this is a really good movie. It may not be John Hughes' best movie, but I think this is maybe an underrated gem of his, in my opinion. So I am going to give Uncle Buck, I'm going to at least give it a B+. Feels like a B movie. So not a lot to really nitpick about, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell. I do new videos every day, if not every week. Share the video, family and friends, all that good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll do it as best as possible. I'm gonna put in my top 10 Animal Kingdom rides after this movie review. I think somewhere down the line, either before I go see it, or after I go see it, I want to do a review for Moana. I might be able to squeeze it in for this month for the sequel, so we'll see about that. But look out for more videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.